So that 23-year-old Isaiah Lee is not going to be charged with a felony. Isaiah Lee is the guy that tackled Dave Chappelle recently. So the man who allegedly rushed the stage and tackled Dave Chappelle, he definitely did. Isaiah Lee did not allegedly tackle Dave Chappelle. Isaiah Lee definitely tackled Dave Chappelle. Allegedly, what is this? Allegedly, like he's going to sue the paper or some shit? He might come back and sue the... And it's also not the truth. It's not... Okay. Tuesday night during the stand-up comedy, he said that the Hollywood Bowl will face multiple criminal charges. LA City Attorney Mike Feuer announced Thursday in a video posted to Twitter. Feuer said that the alleged attacker, who has been identified as 23-year-old Isaiah Lee, will be charged with battery, possession of a weapon with the intent to assault, and charges related to interfering with the performance. Actually, it's, let's see, battery, possession of a weapon, unauthorized access, and an act that delays an event or a performance. If that's not Los Angeles, I don't know what is. They got a law that says if you delay an event, or a performance, well, that's a misdemeanor. You're going to have to pay. And, you know, this is LA County, the DA for the LA County. So the county at large, right? The county at large is, well, anyways, Sparta, Athens, and then there's the, anyways, okay, so LA County DA, no charges, not a felony conduct. They said they reviewed the thing, it's not felony conduct. So dude is being held, 23-year-old Isaiah Lee is being held on a $30,000 bail. $30,000 bail. He's pleaded not guilty to all the charges. And so the big, you know, headline was that the assault charge with a deadly weapon, a felony charge, was dropped. So you can bum rush Dave Chappelle at a, you know, comedy show. That's not a felony. Not a felony. Anyway, so you had Lee was in possession of a replica handgun that contained a real knife blade, but he didn't have it out, so he didn't bum rush it, you know, tried to attack him with that weapon, though he had it on his person, so the possibility was there. So that's why it wasn't an assault with a deadly weapon. It was just, you know, battery and possession of a weapon. And that's, yeah, that's all the details. So, first of all, I heard even Jon Stewart was stomping, dude. Even Jon Stewart. So you got motherfucking, these are some powerful fucking dudes. And this is some underground shit. Apparently he's no-name trapper. He's got a song out there by, you know, Dave Chappelle, or with the title Dave Chappelle. He might get some money out of this. Even Jon Stewart was stomping, dude. Like, goddamn. And they're all making jokes. All of them were having a good time, right? You had the cowboy hat, you know, the... What's his name? Jamie Foxx with the cowboy hat. And you had Chris Rock, you know, finally got his dig in with old Will. But even Jon Stewart was stomping, dude. Goddamn. And then it comes to find out, you know why the dude stormed the stage? You know why he stormed the stage? You know why he attacked Dave Chappelle? Because his grandma got kicked out of her apartment building. He was doing it for grandma. I mean, didn't know what Adam Sandler was doing it the whole time was for grandma? He was, you know, had to be Happy Gilmore. He had to enter all those things just to save grandma's house. So this is just Happy Gilmore. This is just Happy, you know, a Happy Gilmore from the streets. 23-year-old Isaiah Lee just charged Dave Chappelle because this is apparently his story because, you know, whatever, this is one report. But apparently Dave Chappelle asked dude what the reason was. Why did you do it? And then the guy said he was doing it to get some attention. Because his grandma got thrown out of her apartment building due to gentrification. She's homeless. She needs an apartment. What the hell? So goddamn layers on top of layers to this story. This is just an onion. Maybe that's why he only got the misdemeanor charges. Maybe that's why it dropped down from the felony. Because, I mean, ultimately it was kind of lame. Seemed like he could have really tackled the shit out of it. Seemed like Dave wasn't expecting it at all. And then Dave was like, where'd he come from? Because, you know, somehow he got in a $1,500, you know, seat in the front row. But I guess if somebody else had $1,500 tickets and maybe they gave it to him, and then not only did you have, you know, Chris Rock and Jamie Foxx, but you also had and Jon Stewart, but you also had Beyonce and Jay-Z. Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Elon Musk. They were right there in the front row. Hell, they probably invited in Isaiah Lee. Elon Musk, that homewrecker. So, in conclusion, the Alamosa City Council, they're a bunch of regressive Republican assholes, and they're trying to do a political hit job right now. Instead of taking personal responsibility, you got a bunch of hypocrites. You know, these goddamn Republicans always talk about personal responsibility. These anti-freedom regressives are against marijuana, right? So all of Colorado and, you know, New Mexico has legalized marijuana, but right there in Alamosa, you got fascism. You got big business and government who's combined. It's being run by banksters. So you got these Republican regressive city council. They're getting pissed off at the DA because the DA isn't, you know, just rubber stamping all their goddamn accusations. That's what he got elected for. He got elected for, you know, bail reform. I think we need jail reform. But he's saying we got, you know, only so many resources. What the fuck y'all talking about? So, these goddamn hypocrites, Alamosa City Council is a bunch of fucking hypocrites. Because they can establish, they already have, either they have one or don't have one, but they can establish their own municipal court. They're a home rule city. They can establish their own court system. They can have their own city attorney. Just like with this case here, just what we just saw just now. Instead of blaming other people for your problems, you know, you could get your own city attorney and your own city court to do something about it. So Isaiah Lee, 23-year-old Isaiah Lee, bum rushes, you know, Dave Chappelle. Now, the DA, the county DA, says that there's no felony charges. Well, what happened? It got kicked down to the city attorney. And what did the city attorney do? So when the county DA said no, the city attorney went ahead and put 4 misdemeanors on dude. So there's going to be some justice. It's not like the dude isn't going to get in any trouble whatsoever. Or he's going to have to fight, you know, 4 misdemeanor charges. But that's exactly what Alamosa City Council could do. But they're pissed off because the brand new district attorney, the brand new DA is Bernie Sanders endorsed. He's a progressive. Oh, shit. We don't want a progressive around here, you know, doing some good things that might set a good example. That might set a good example, and then, hell, maybe everybody will start treating each other more kind and merciful. So I'm all about victims' rights. Just saying with Alamosa City Council, they're a bunch of hypocritical, you know, assholes. If they don't believe in personal responsibility, I mean, I just don't like hypocritical assholes. If you believe in personal responsibility, then instead of just blaming the DA, you're going to recall the DA before the election. You're going to fucking lose. You're going to fucking lose. It's clearly a political hit job. He got elected the DA. He's the damn DA. Get over it. Now, if you're being serious and you really think that he is just dropping the ball on just a whole host of it, you know, issues here and there, Alamosa is a home rule city, which means that they have plenary powers. That means they have ultimate powers to form their own police courts, their own magistrate courts, their own municipal courts. I would assume they already have some sort of municipal court there and a city attorney. So that means all they got to do is just get their goddamn city attorney to file some fucking charges in their own goddamn city court. But instead of, you know, standing up for themselves and handling their own situation, instead they're going to blame the county DA. Oh, the county DA. No, shut the fuck up. If this is actually about victims' rights, then you could do something within your own power, within your own city, within your own courts. But this has nothing to do with victims' rights. You want to talk about victims' rights? Tell me who the fuck killed Tecumseh. Who killed Tecumseh? I bet you don't give a shit about that, motherfuckers.